Thank you, and it's wonderful to see so many people here today out to support the Palestinians in Gaza and across the West Bank and call for that immediate ceasefire. And I don't need to tell you what we're seeing on our TV screens, here on the radio and reading about in our newspapers, the absolute humanitarian crisis that's unfolding in Gaza, and it's getting worse. No food, no water, no medicine, no electricity, now no communications, hospitals being bombed. Absolutely shocking, unacceptable. And so it's great to see so many people coming out to make their voices heard, because the reality of this is politicians need to stand up and come out and make their voices heard. You need to contact your politicians and make them know what you think about this. Get your friends and family to do the same, because as Alison said, politicians respond when they hear that their voters are taking this seriously, and it's the most important thing that there is. And I commend the members from all parties that are here today. And I know that there's more and more politicians are coming out over the last few days calling for a ceasefire, because the reality is that all politicians need to do that. The reality is that enforced collective punishment is a war crime. Forced relocation is a war crime. Sieging a civilian population is a war crime. Depriving that civilian population of food, water, medicine is a war crime. The international community recognises that. Those that are responsible for that need to be held to account for it, and those that are appeasing those who are responsible for it also need to be held to account for it. That's what we're calling for. As I say, it's great to see so many people here calling for peace, people from all over, all different communities, including, and I have to say, noted this, and I'm absolutely delighted to see that, members of the Jewish community here today, because... Okay. Because our hearts go out to what's happening in Gaza, what's happening in the killings in the West Bank, but also to those Israelis who are impacted by Hamas's terrorist actions earlier this month. But we have to recognise this conflict goes back a very, very long way and didn't just start on the 7th of October. And for there to be a lasting peace, that isn't going to happen through security measures or through a military solution. It's going to happen when there's a negotiation, a fair and just peace for Palestinians. That's what needs to happen. So we call for a ceasefire now. That's what needs to happen, and make sure your representatives know that. Thank you very much, Glasgow.